I'm worried. I don't know if you are. The statement released by the NNPC here today looks like some kind of disclosure on one hand and another kind of disclaimer on another hand. And I mean, I don't know if I'm the only one reading in this manner. It looks to me that the NNPC is telling us that there is trouble brewing, and the NNPC is going to come out now to say we have problem funding the operational cost of supplying PMS. Now, it does look to me that all of the fears that have been envisaged as to the pricing of the commodity is now being evidently put in our faces as a people, because if the market forces should determine the price of that commodity should not have remained the same since last year, May, when the president announced the removal of subsidy. We know what it means when you are not subsidizing and market forces are determining. And we do know that the exchange rate, the naira, is falling so badly to the dollar to about 1,600 from about 700 last year. It does mean something that as the dollar is appreciating against the naira, the price of that commodity should be rising. But that has not been the case. Rather, we are seeing more queues and more queues at the filling station. Agreed that government is not responsible largely for that product which you have left, according to the PIA and its dictate, to the market forces. An essential commodity like that is scarce in the country, shouldn't a responsible government be talking every day to the Nigerian people? Shouldn't the government be seen on the street monitoring the supply of this product? Or what exactly? Am I the one that is overtly sensitive to this matter, which now I see more fear in the NNPC statement, Mr. Falana?
You see, Seun, as I did say earlier, once the government begins to speak about affordability and sustainability in response to growing queues in filling stations, there are problems. And when you also consider the statement of the Minister of State in the Ministry of Petroleum Resources that the government can no longer sell fuel at 600 naira per liter. At the same time, we are being told that subsidy is gone and the government is no longer subsidizing. But again, we are told that we are still spending a colossal sum of about $10 billion per annum to subsidize. So somewhere Nigerians are not being, there's no full disclosure on the part of the government. But this time around, with the statement coming out from the issue by the NNPC today, it is high time questions are asked by Nigerians. For instance, it is high time the importation scam was investigated. And I'm not talking of the joke that is going on in the National Assembly. Nigerians must now, the media must help. Civil society organizations must help to expose the fraud. Seun, I'm not sure you know how many people have bought a car in the last 1.5 years. Even second-hand cars. The point I'm making is that the number of vehicles on the road is being reduced. Yet we're told that during the days of boom, the NNPCL was spending, subsidizing 68 million liters of fuel per day. Now that there are problems, there is scarcity everywhere, there is poverty everywhere, new vehicles are not on the road, we are still paying for 68 million liters of fuel. Whereas before this regime came on board, a Comptroller General of Customs challenged the NNPC during a Senate hearing, public hearing, that it is not possible for the amount of fuel that is said to be smuggled out of the country, that we man the borders, because you will need about 2,000 tankers to take out the amount of fuel that the NNPC claimed that was being smuggled out. What has changed? This is the time to expose the monumental fraud that has characterized the importation of fuel in Nigeria. But again, as I did say, new refineries are going to take off in September. The Dangote refinery will start refining PMS, crude oil, and after we're going to have fuel in September. We're also being told now that the Port Harcourt, Warri, and Kaduna refinery will also take. In fact, the NNPC has now announced that it will require some people to help them manage those refineries. So we cannot be having this development unless we are being deceived.
Mr. Falana,
and then you are talking of increasing the price.